What is this? Yeah, rectangle, square shape lo ledu kada, koncham taggipoyindi. Okay, that's okay. It's a rectangle. This is closer to a square now? Yeah. Let me draw. Okay, area of a square. Yeah, good. One after the other.
Perimeter.
You know perimeter. How do you calculate perimeter? Tell me quickly.
4 into 8.
4 into?
8.
A and A is the length of the? Okay, good. Ingem telsu meeku?
Area.
Area. Cheppu.
A into A. Side into side.
A square, right? Area telsu A square. Perimeter is A. Ingem telsu? Square gurinchi.
Diagonal of a square.
Diagonal of a square. Okay, how do you calculate the diagonal of a square?
According to Pythagoras.
How do you apply Pythagoras? This is A, this is A, therefore this is square root of A square plus A square. So 2A square is it. Kabatti root 2A. Very good. Ingem telsu meeku? Square root ingem telsu. Chalu enta? Very good. So what do you need? What all do you know about a cube? Quick. Square అంటే టక్క చెప్పేసారు. అది 5th class పిల్లడు కూడా చెప్తాడు. నాకు క్యూబ్ గురించి చెప్పండి. Come on, tell me about the cube. What do you know about the cube? Okay. Do you have anything in the shape of a cube, anyone? Do you have anything? Okay. ఇది కొంచెం సేపటి కోసం ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకున్నాం. వేరే కంపాస్ బాక్స్ ఉందా? స్క్వేర్ షేప్ లో కాకుండా క్యూబాయిడ్ షేప్ లో అయితే ఉంటుంది. ఎవరిదా కంపాస్ బాక్స్ ఉందా? అమ్మాయిల దగ్గర ఉంటుంది జనరల్గా లేదా? ఓకే, లెట్స్ ఇమాజిన్ దిస్ as a cuboid. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు cuboid ఎందుకు అంటున్నాం దీన్ని? Because if it is in this shape we call it as a cuboid, right? సో బేసికల్ గా cuboid ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏమంటుంది? దాన్ని లెంత్ ఉంటుంది, దానికి బ్రెడ్త్ ఉంటుంది, హైట్ ఉంటుంది. Yes, but in this case length, breadth as well as height, all the three are equal. That's the reason it's called a cube. So what is the volume of a cube?
A cube.
A cube ఎలా వచ్చింది? ఎందుకు why that is called volume?
Equal sides.
Sir, length into
Correct sir.
Length into breadth into height.
And formula ఎలా వచ్చింది? Okay, so very simple. Let's quickly imagine this. Open చేద్దాం. Okay, మనం cuboid నేర్చుకుందాం. తర్వాత you can apply it to the cube. Okay, so దీంట్లో length ఏది? ఇది length. breadth ఏది? చెప్పు breadth. Very good. This is called breadth. What is the height? This is the height. Brilliant. Now, first let's understand quickly what is the volume. Volume of a cuboid. So basically volume ante endi? The space that is taken by this entire space, right? So basically if you imagine there is a small layer here. What is the area of this layer? The layer area different? Length into breadth. Very good. This is length into breadth. Ilantivi enni layer unnai mee daaka? How many layers are there from here till here?
Into height.
Height layers. If you were to imagine one unit of layer, one unit, one more unit, one more unit, one more unit, one more unit, one more, ala height and the layers unnai. Andukoraku volume of a cuboid is length into breadth is the area in the base area, and when you multiply your base area with the height, that gives you your volume. So volume of a cuboid is length into breadth into height. జీవితాంతం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవచ్చు. ఏం తెలుసు మీ క్యూబ్ గురించి అంటే ఏమి ఎందుకు తెలియదంటే మనము అలా ఆలోచించట్లేదు. If you think like that, you will remember everything. Now let's understand what is called lateral surface area. What is lateral surface area? ఎప్పుడైనా ఏదన్నా solid body ది lateral surface area ఎవరన్నా మిమ్మల్ని అడిగితే lateral surface area is nothing but the surface area that you can see laterally like this. If you see it like this, ఈ ఏరియాని lateral surface area అంటారు. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి, what is the area of this space? What is this? What is this? So this is length into height. కాబట్టి దాని వెనకాల కూడా length into height. So basically length into height, two lengths into heights. What about this one? This is breadth into height. So BH. ఇది BH. So basically 2LH plus 2BH. That is lateral surface area. Right? Someone will ask you what is total surface area. What is total surface area? It should cover top also, down also. Upside as well as downside, right? So what is the area on the top?
Length into breadth.
Length into breadth. This one? Length into breadth. Therefore it is twice length into breadth plus 2LH plus 2BH. So basically it covers everything. That's the reason it's called total surface area. Now why you should understand, someone tells you to calculate. Say there is 10 rupees per square feet is the painting cost of this room. Okay? What will be the cost of painting this room? That's a simple application. Now if you know, will you be painting this side? Let's assume you will not paint this side. But will you paint this wall? Yes. So you can calculate, okay, I have to paint this, I have to paint this. So I need to calculate how much is this length, that length, whatever. Are you getting what I want to say?
Yes.
Brilliant. So can you apply quickly the same things for cube?
Yes, sir.
ఏమవుతుంది ఇక్కడ?
Alright.
A cube అవుతుంది because it is A into A. So what will be this one?
4A.
A square 2A square plus 2A square. So it is 4A square. Total surface area 6. Brilliant. So but we are not in the class of mensuration. Okay, we are not here to learn mensuration. We are here for a different purpose. So let's see, there's the first question. So I generally, these kind of questions don't require any concepts. First we'll go with the question. Let's see how many of you think. Then we will solve the problem using a logic. Okay? So these are no concepts, these are logical way of applying to this question. First question, cube slope, page 2. Go to page 2. What's the question there? What's the maximum number of identical pieces a cube can be cut into by 6 cuts? Maximum number of identical pieces a cube can be cut into by 6 cuts. Okay, you have a cube and you have to cut it into using 6 cuts at all. So he's asking you how many maximum number of identical pieces you can cut. టెన్షన్ తీసుకోకండి, 5 minutes తర్వాత ఇలా చేస్తారు మీరు. కానీ అలా చేయడానికి నేను ఏదో ఫార్ములాలు ఇవ్వదలుచుకోలేదు, లైఫ్లో నేర్చుకోవాలి. మైండ్ దీన్ని కొంచెము కదిలిస్తున్నారు అనమాట. ఎందుకంటే జీవితంలో అన్ని కొత్త ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తాయి, తెలిసిన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ రావు. మీ ఎగ్జామ్లో తెలిసిన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తాయి అనుకోండి. Anyone? See, you have to tickle your brain. If you don't tickle your brain, you'll never think. Okay. Even if you don't answer, I'm okay. Just tell me, what are you thinking? This girl looks to be doing something really serious. What are you doing?
Actually, total one.
Okay. Where are you calculating one? Who gave you the data? Did anyone give you data? 6 cuts. There are only 6 cuts. So how will you decide? Did he give you any side? Did he tell you the area of it? No, he's asking. What is the question asked? Maximum number of identical pieces.
The cube is updated by 6 cuts.
6 cuts. How will you think? You'll cut? Tell me how will you cut? Come on, very good. Cut. See, in life, always remember, it's always easy to think from basic things. So for example, for a kid, how will you teach numbers? Will you teach him 10 directly? What will you say? Give him a pen and say, or chocolate, you will show a chocolate and say, how many chocolates are there? If he knows the numbers, he say, if he's a Telugu kid, he'll say, Okkati antu. Right? So then he will say, this is called 1. Right? Then he will show 2 chocolates. Then you have to put, then he'll start thinking, right? So then he'll say, there's something. Or if you put 2 chocolates here and 4 chocolates here and show him which one is more, he'll tell you, 4 chocolates is more. Then he gets to know that this is more, this is less. Kids don't understand numbers, right? When a 1-year-old kid, can you teach him numbers? No, you cannot. What you can teach him? What is more, what is less? He'll understand that logic. Because if you put him 10 chocolates here and 2 chocolates here and say, take one of them, one of this. So he'll pick up 10. Why? Because he wants more. Yes or no?
Yes.
So logically also, when you think, so cuts, he's talking about 6 cuts. Then everyone, look here. Imagine this is your cube. There's a background to it. Forget about it. If this is one side of the cube, now take a look at it. Now if you use only 1 cut, how many identical pieces can you do this?
2.
You have to cut it only once. How will you cut it? You exactly cut it in between, yes or no?
Yes.
So if this is the cube, you will cut it like that, yes or no?
Yes.
This is how you will cut it? Yes or no?
Yes.
You cut it like that. So if this is your cube, imagine this is a cube, if you will cut it like this, right? So how many pieces will you have? 2 identical pieces. Yes or no?
Yes.
Use your common sense. Look here, everyone. So if using 1 cut, how many pieces will you have?
2 pieces.
2 pieces. Very good. Now what will we do next? 2 cuts. Imagine the same piece now. Let me draw it simple like that. Okay, now tell me 2 cuts. How many pieces can you get?
3.
4.
Very good. Someone said 3. Is he wrong?
Yes.
No, he's not wrong. Why is not wrong? Someone said 3. Now tell me why he is not wrong. I'm saying he's right.
Yes, sir.
Why?
We can cut it equally.
What do you mean?
2 parts.
Very good. How will you do it? So you'll cut like that. You'll cut like that. So how many identical pieces will you get? 3. Okay? So who said 3? Raise your hand first. Are you right? Yeah, 3 identical pieces. You can use 2 cuts and divide that into 3 equal pieces. Very good. Now what is the other way of doing it? Yeah, but. Who said but? But. Tell me. Good.
First I half, sir. The remaining half I will cut one time.
So, okay, I'll explain what you're trying to say. What he's saying is, I'll cut like this first. I'll have 2 pieces. I'll cut that like this. So I'll have 4 identical pieces. Yes, you're logically right. Is he right?
Yes.
Yes, he's right. Absolutely right. So the same cube, if I were to have like that now, let me take it in the shape of a cube. Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, if I cut it from this side, I'll have 2 equal pieces. Another cut will be from this side. So how many pieces will I have?
4.
4. So what did you learn now? Using 2 cuts, I can have 3 pieces. I can have 4 pieces. Now all smart kids will tell me, if I were to have 3 cuts, how many pieces can I have?
Six.
6. Tell me how.
You cut it diagonally, sir. So like you'll have that in that way you'll be doing 3 cuts and you'll be having 6 identical cubes.
Okay, take it, but I'll tell you.
4.
4. How 4?
One more.
How? Show me.
You cut it all with 2 parts.
Okay, so you're saying you'll have 4 like this. So you're just replicating this. Okay, very good, brilliant. So what she's trying to say is, sir, if this is the cube, okay, now I need to do 3 cuts, 1 cut, 2 cut, 3 cut. Right? So she'll have 4 pieces. Very good. 4 pieces. Any other answer?
6, sir.
How?
7 seconds.
You're thinking right, but your number is not right.
So 1 vertically and 2 horizontally.
Okay? So like that you'll get 6.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. I like that. What she's saying is, I'll cut 1 like this, I'll cut like that, so I'll get 6 pieces. Is it the maximum? 8. Who said 8? Someone said 8. Who said? You're right. Who said? Yeah.
8, sir.
How, sir?
Horizontally 3.
Automatically, all will be 8.
Yes, sir.
That will do.
6.
Come on, think. This cube has 3 sides. I'll cut 1 like this. 2 pieces. I cut like this.
4.
I'll cut 1 like this. I'll cut 1 like this. 4 after that. Diagonal. This diagonal. Okay. This is length. I'll cut like this. This is breadth. I'll cut like this. There's a height. I'll cut like that. In the height also I can cut like that, right?
8.
Cut like this. Cut like that. Cut from this. Can't you visualize?
Yes, sir.
You have a cube there. You have a cube. You can cut from here. You can cut from here. You can cut from here also. So how many pieces will you get now?
8.
8 pieces. Dikh raha? Can you imagine?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Pakka?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm not going to give you any formula. This is logic. Right? So, now if I take the same cube, if I cut from here, I cut from that breadth. Okay, let me draw it then. I have to show it. Then only you'll understand. So basically, you're cutting from here, you're cutting from here, and you're cutting from here. From left, breadth and height. You're equally cutting from in between. So how many pieces will you get? 8 pieces. Now smart people will tell me without doing anything, use your common sense and tell me, if I were to do 6 cuts, how many maximum number of pieces can be made?
32.
How? Very good.
4 into 4 cubes. 4 into 4 cubes.
Formula sepandale. Elachunu sepali.
Horizontally 3, vertically 3.
Or the 3? I have only 6 cuts. What is your answer?
32.
Is it correct? It's wrong because you are not thinking. Okay, for you to think, tell me, in one cut is there anything called maximum or minimum? No. One cut will divide into two pieces only. Two cuts, is there a minimum and maximum? Yes or no?
Yes.
There is a minimum, there is a maximum. Right? In three cuts, oh, there are three options there. Right? More cuts you have, you'll have more options. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why you'll have more options? Because you can decide how to cut. You can cut it from same side, you can cut it from two sides, you can cut it from three sides. So if you use your common sense, you can see you will have maximum number if you are spreading your cut. Yes or no?
Yes.
See, here you are getting 6. You have only cut like this and like this. Therefore you are getting 6. But the moment you cut from all the three sides equally, you had more pieces. That's it, that's the logic. Come on, do it.
24 pieces.
Do it for 6 cuts.
24, sir.
No? If you do 6 cuts, how many identical pieces can be formed? Yeah. What do you do? You're not thinking.
So we cut according to length, sir. 4 cut, 3 cuts.
How? 3 cuts on one side. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Therefore, according to height we cut
How many?
3, sir.
Okay. So how many will you have?
6.
How do you get 32? Tell me. Okay, for people who did not, do you know how the 6 has come? How does the 6 come? Tell me. If you have cut it like this, you divide it into 2 pieces. So that is 2. And when you cut like this, you have divided into 3 pieces. Every 2 pieces have become 3 pieces of it. So 2 into 3 have become 6. How did this 8? How did this 8 come here? When you cut like this, you have divided this side into 2 pieces. When you cut like this, you divided that side into 2 pieces. When you cut like that, you have divided height into 2 pieces. That's the reason it is 2 into 2 into 2. You got 8 pieces. That's the math. Are you with me?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Sure, you understand why the 8 has come?
Yes.
8 has come because if I cut like this, I'm dividing this side into 2 pieces. I'm cutting like that, I'm dividing this side into 2 pieces. I'm cutting like that, I'm dividing the height into 2 pieces. So it's 2 into 2 into 2, length into breadth into height. Are you okay?
Yes.
Why I am saying is, my dear friend, 32 ki tagutaledu. Andukoro. Ee logic toti 3 cuts toti any piece like 2.
4.
4. So this side it has become 4 pieces. Like this also it has become 4 pieces. But the other side still remains like that, into 1 only. Basically it is 16. According to your cutting. Are you okay? According to your cutting, you are dividing this cube into how many pieces? 16, because on the other side you are not cutting at all. So that piece, what I am trying to say is, your length, let's assume you are dividing into 3 cuts like this. So this is divided into 4 parts. Length has become 4 parts. Your breadth has also become 4 parts. Oh no, you have divided height. But you are not doing anything with the breadth.
Breadth also 4 cuts.
How will you have only 6 cuts. Oh.
Sir, length 2 cuts.
Length 20.
Yeah.
Answer చెప్పాలంటే
27.
very good. Why 27?
Horizontally 2 cuts.
See, did I teach the answer? No, you are arriving at the answer. That's how you will learn. Yeah, go ahead.
Horizontally 2 cuts, vertically 2 cuts, and towards the height 2 cuts.
Brilliant. Now, because you want maximum cuts, your 6 cuts should be equally distributed on all the 3 sides. Yes or no?
Yes.
Then only you will have more pieces. That's what we learned here, right? If you have 3 cuts, here in this 3 cuts story, if you cut from one side and the other side, you have used only 2 sides, you got 6 pieces. But when you use those 3 cuts equally on all the sides, that is 1, 1 and 1, you actually divide it into 2 into 2 into 2. So basically you got 8 cubes. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely with me.
Yes, sir.
Same logic holds here. So when you have a cube like this, now when you have 6 cuts,
3.
what are you supposed to do? 2 cuts on this side, 2 cuts on this side. The moment you do 2 cuts, you are dividing this side into 3 pieces. This into 2 cuts, you are dividing this into 3 pieces. You are dividing this, by these 2 cuts, you are dividing the height into 3 pieces. So basically, your number of cubes will be 3 into 3 into 3. Therefore, it is 27 pieces, identical pieces. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely with me.
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Now solve all the problems. So what is the next question? We'll discuss one after the other. Second one. Maximum number of identical pieces a cube can be cut into by 4 cuts are. 4 cuts.
9 cuts.
How much?
12.
12. Is everyone convinced with 12? Look here, look here. Now we'll go to the next question later. First, is everyone convinced with 12?
Yes, sir.
Why 12?
We do 2 cuts on one side.
Krishna.
Sir.
Are you in the class?
Yes, sir.
You understand what we are talking?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the answer for the second question. Maximum number of identical pieces a cube can be cut into by 4 cuts.
Sir, I think it's 12.
12. How?
Horizontally to vertically.
Horizontally 2, vertically 2? No. If this is your cube now, 4 cuts. Now horizontally 2. So if you cut like that, so this side you are dividing into 3 pieces. Vertically 2. If you cut like that, this also you are dividing into 3 pieces. But what about the breadth? You are not cutting at all. So that remains only 1 piece. So number of identical pieces in that case will be 3 into 3 into 1. Is it the right answer? No. What's the right answer, madam? You're not getting. So why are you not asking? Now, when you have 4 cuts, look here, everyone. People did not get it. Now 4. Now you have to do 4 cuts. So can you equally do it on all the 3 sides? So equally what will happen? 1, 1, 1 will happen. So, but you have another cut, right? So you have to take that cut on any side. So when you do 1, 1, 1, no, what will you do?
2, 1, 1.
2, 1, 1. 2 on one side, 1 on one side, 1 on one side. Will you do 2, 2, 0?
No.
2, 2, 0?
No.
Why not?
Less
2,
than
2, 0 will not give you the maximum number. Your maximum number will come when you multiply, right? So your multiplication will increase only if, because on the other side if you do only 0 cuts, it will become as a one piece. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's the reason I would prefer doing it as 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. So 2, 1, 1. How many pieces are here? So if you do 2 cuts on one side, how many pieces?
3 pieces.
3 pieces.
2 pieces.
1 cut.
2 pieces.
2 pieces. 1 cut.
2 pieces.
So total number of pieces, 3 into 2 into 2, 12 pieces. Is everyone okay now? Brilliant. Next one. Maximum number of identical pieces a cube can be cut into by 17 cuts. Fata se pyara nahi answer. 17 cuts. Come on, tell me the answer quickly. No, it should not take so much time. Ui, क्या कर रहे हो मैडम आप?
294. 294.
See, look here, 17 cuts. Look here, इतना time नहीं. 17 cuts. You're supposed to equally divide to 3 sides. So 18, if it were to be 18, what would have been the answer? 6, 6, 6. So if it is 17, it should be 6, 6 and 5 cuts, right?
Yes, sir.
Simple. It has to be 6, 6 and 5 cuts. For 6 cuts, how many pieces? 7. 6 cuts, 7. 5 cuts.
6.
Answer is 7 into 7 into 6. 7 7 are 49. 49 6 are 50. 6 is 300. 49 6 are 294. Yes or no?
Yes.
It's overall math. 7 7 are 49. 49 6 are 50. 6 are 300. 49 6 means 1 6 is less. So 6 less than 300. It is to be 294. Yes or no?
Yes.
What are you doing? Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
So next,
1000.
maximum number of identical pieces cube can be cut into by 27 cuts.
3 equal parts.
Very good. 27 is 9 9 9. So 10 10 10. See, pata pata. It's a 2-second question now, please. But you have to conceptually understand what's happening. You can solve any problem in the world. Okay? Good. What is the least number of cuts required to cut a cube into 100 identical pieces? Come on. What is the least number of cuts required to cut a cube into 100 identical pieces? Now, ulta question. The question has been reversed. Now he's telling you he wants 100 identical cubes. How many? What is the least number of cuts required? You will get a small toffee if you answer quickly.
10, sir. 10.
10? Because that's okay.
11, sir.
Very good. Chalo, let's do it now. Everyone, look here. Now, how many cubes do you want? 100 cubes. Now, for you, 100 cubes, you need 100 identical pieces. Now, you know for sure, 100 is a multiplication of something, right?
Yes, sir.
Some x into y into z should give you 100.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now here 7 into 7 into 6 has become how much? 294, right? So these are 294 identical pieces. Now how many identical pieces do you want?
100.
100. So if you want 100 identical pieces, that should be multiplication of apple into monkey into some donkey. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I'm not aware of that apple, monkey and donkey. How will I do it? I need to factorize this.
Yes.
Good students know 100 is nothing but 10 into 10. Yes or no?
Yes.
You know 100 as 10 into 10. You also know that 10 is nothing but 5 into 2 into 10 is 5 into 2. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now if any smart kid looking at that will say, sir, 10 into 10 into 1 will not give me maximum number. This will be maximum, right?
Yes, sir.
So if this is maximum, the number of cuts will be minimum. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So for me, for the cuts to be minimum, with the minimum cuts, if you want more pieces, with minimum cuts, you want more pieces. That means your minimum cut should be equally distributed. That's what we learned, right? With 3 cuts, if you want a maximum number of pieces, your 3 cuts should be equally distributed. So that's the reason you have cut 1 here, 1 here, 1 there. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that means your cuts should be equally distributed. If your cuts are equally distributed, your multiplication should also be equally distributed. 2 into 2 into 2 is will give you maximum. Similarly, here 7 into 7 into 6 would give you maximum. Instead, if I were to do the reverse way, let's assume instead of 665, if I were to cut this 17 as, for example, 10, 7 and 0. How many cubes will I get in that case? 11 into 8 into 1. 11 8s are 88. Is it maximum number? No. So if your multiplication has such a huge variation, your number of cubes will be less. So for your number of identical pieces to be more, your cut should be equally distributed. Then with the less cuts also you can get more identical pieces. So here 10 into 10 into 1 will not lead to least cuts, it will give you more cuts. Whereas now 5 2 5 2, if you are a smart kid, you will do it as 5 into 5 into 4. Now for 5 into 5 into 4, for 5 pieces, how many cuts do you require? 4 cuts. Hello? Hello, Ultan Didi? You understand what I am doing?
Yes.
So for you to get 100 identical pieces, I have used the math, we have come to 5 into 5 into 4. For you to have 5 pieces in one direction, how many cuts you need to have? 4 cuts. For this 5, 4 cuts. For this 4, you need 3 cuts. Now whereas if you were to go, just to understand for the learning purpose, for you to have 10 pieces, how many cuts?
9.
Helping? 9. For these 10 pieces,
9.
for this one piece, 0 cut. 9 plus 9 plus 0, 18. So with 18 cuts also you can get 100. But the question is not, it's asking you least. For least, the multiplication, the closest multiplication is 5 into 5 into 4, which will lead you to 4 and 3 cuts. Therefore, 4 plus 3 you will need 11 cuts. 10 కట్లు అని ఎవరైతే అన్నారో 10 కట్లతోటి 100 అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ లేదండి. భగవంతుడు వచ్చి కూడా చేయలేడండి. మ్యాజిక్ షో కాదు ఇది. అదే తెలుగు అర్థమవుతుందా? Is everyone with me? అమ్మాయి అర్థమవుతుందా? వచ్చావా ఇన్నావా పోయావా అంటే కాదు. అర్థం కాకపోతే క్లాసులు రావద్దు. గుడ్. అర్థం చేయించకపోతే టీచరే రాలేదు. Where are we now?
Sixth one.
Sixth one. Come on, solve that. What is the least number of cuts required to cut a cube into 48 identical pieces? Similar question. Quickly, crack it.
8. 8, sir.
8 cuts.
So how 48 is how much?
6 into
8 into 6. So even if you want 8 6 are 48, 8 can be written as 4 into 2 into 6 can be written as 3 into 2. So basically it is 4 into 4 into 3. That's the best answer? Yeah. So for 4 into 4 into 3, how many cuts do you require? 3, 3 and 2. 3 plus 3 plus 2. So you need 8 cuts. Very good. So the next one. There's a cube of 64 identical pieces. How many more such small cubes will be required to cover this cube completely? My question, Ardhan Chesko, was to read the question properly. This is not a direct question. You need to use your brains to get to the answer. Ajay, can I use your phone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is a cube of 64 identical pieces. So there is a cube of 64 identical pieces. Right? So that means there is a cube, 64 identical pieces. If you look at 64, you know 64 is 4 into 4 into 4, right? Yes or no? So basically if you were to visualize, how will that look? 4 into 4 into 4 in the sense there should be 3 cuts this side, 3 cuts like that, Right? Yes or no? That's how it will look like. Are you okay?
Yes.
Similar it will look on the other sides also. Now what is he saying? How many more such small cubes will be required to cover this cube completely? Now you have to cover this cube. What do you mean by covering this cube? So you have a cube like this, you have to cover this totally. Yes or no?
Yes.
So just imagine, what do you require to cover this one, this side, this face, this? You need another layer, right? Yes or no? So basically there are 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So can I put another piece here? If I want to cover, it will cover this side. If I put this side another, it will cover the other side. So basically, you have to put what? One full layer of small cubes of one size, 6. Yes or no?
Yes.
Can you imagine what we are talking?
Yes.
Imagine JND, you have to cover this side now. Okay, there are 4 by 4 kind of a thing. Don't you think similar cubes you have to put here?
Yes.
To cover this base also you have to put here?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So on each side now there are 4. So how many you need to put?
6.
6. So basically you have to create a new cube that looks like 6 into 6 into 6. Will it cover the entire cube?
Yes, sir.
You have a cube which is 4 into 4 into 4. If I create a new cube, just imagine I'm creating a new cube which will have 6 into 6 into 6.
Yes.
Will it cover this entire cube?
Yes.
Yes.
It will definitely cover this entire cube. Cover in the sense, button you have to just close it totally, but with the same cubes. Ona?
Yes, sir.
So 6 into 6 into 6 will take care of that entire cube. So what is 6 into 6 into 6?
216.
216. How many cubes do you require to do that?
952.
So this is inside, this is overall. Overall you need 216 cubes. Already inside you have 64 cubes. So how many new cubes do you require to do this? 216 minus 64. How much is that? 6 minus 4 is 2. 152. You need 152 more cubes to cover this entire cube. Can you imagine that? Very good.